The new Mortal Kombat, the first in the franchise's film history since 1997, did a sweet flip into theaters and onto HBO Max this week. If you're hungry for more, you're in luck. Mortal Kombat leaves plenty of room for a sequel, if not more, to the franchise. The ending was slam full of reveals, tiny twists, and loose ends. We did not, in fact, finish him. Let me break it down for you, spine still intact of course, because there is a lot. Mortal Kombat stars Lewis Tan, who you may recognize from Into the Badlands, Deadpool 2, or Wu Assassins. He plays Cole Young, an orphan from the south side of Chicago, taking care of his little sister and working as a fill-in MMA fighter at a gym so questionable Mark Wahlberg probably wouldn't even yell "not you" in it a whole bunch of times. In addition to very good muscle mass, he has a pretty sweet little birthmark you might recognize from that lunchbox you really wanted in 1998 of a beyond cool dragon. As the cast of characters fills out to include potential champions Jax, Kano, Liu Kang, and Kung Lao, we discover that Cole is the only person born with the mark of the Arcana. Everyone else receives it after killing someone with the mark. Cole is also the only character that doesn't exist in the video game world, meaning he was created just for this film. That's big legacy energy right there. Turns out he's actually the descendant of the infant we see in the film's opening flashback, specifically a descendant of the Hisashi bloodline. This takes center stage in the final act of the film. Raiden, Lord of Thunder and Guardian of the Earth Realm, gives Cole a weapon, a blade specifically. It's the kunai Hanzo Hasashi used as a makeshift weapon back in the 1600s. Lord Raiden encourages Cole to fight on, noting that he will be fighting with the spirit of his father. Raiden is in fact correct, and when Cole slashes the blade through Sub-Zero, this summons who we all recognize as Scorpion with perhaps the most infamous dialogue from the video game franchise.
Get over here!
In the Mortal Kombat universe, Johnny Cage just so happens to be an action film star, so it's more than a touch ironic that he didn't even have a background part in the series' first film back in over 20 years. Director Simon McQuoid said, "The reason Johnny Cage is not in this original film is he's such a giant personality that he almost has his own gravitational field." Now, screenwriter Russo says they left out Cage because having both Cage and Kano felt redundant, and sure, if bad guy Aussie reads the same to you as arrogantly entitled, but unavoidably cool action film star, yeah, I guess so.
Well, I'm off.
But by their powers combined, there's no way we're staying away from Cage much longer. The film's closing credits hit right after a close-up on a poster featuring the famed tough guy. You see, Cole Young is on his way to find more folks who contain the potential to harness the Arcana, headed for Hollywood, which is where, fun fact, the movies are made and the movie stars live. Bi-Han is one of the first characters we meet in the film. He fails to end the Hisashi bloodline and finds himself in the other realm, where he becomes Sub-Zero, his Arcana the ice to the Hisashi fire. He meets a pretty definitely icky end, but sorcerer and outworld leader Shang Tsung takes his seemingly pretty useless body with him after the battle. It is Shang Tsung himself who says, "Death is only another portal." And we know that Hanzo Hasashi harnessed the vibes of Netherrealm, that's Mortal Kombat Hell, to truly become Scorpion. Detail-oriented combat lovers will know that Sub-Zero has another chance at chaos, becoming Noob Saibot. I swear I'm not making that up. And that Shang Tsung is a master shapeshifter and significantly more powerful than he was shown on screen. And he does promise us armies. That's armies, plural. Director Simon McQuoid had some interesting comments on death in the Mortal Kombat games. I think the way they handle timelines and alternative iterations of the same character is really interesting. It doesn't always mean that character comes back, "Oh, I've been reincarnated, I'm the same." That's some really interesting evolution and growth of these characters. The experience of death informs who they become. This is the end from me to the end of Mortal Kombat, a statement no more complicated than all they left out when you think about it. We got such a small taste of Mileena, and Goro doesn't even split somebody down the middle. I'm pretty sure the mural the new crew walks through depicts Shao Kahn, the tyrant who out-tyrants Shang Tsung. And man, this was Chekhov's showdown, but it didn't go off. There was no actual Mortal Kombat. Is it legal to give me this franchise but no katana? Listen, the only way for Earthrealm to survive is to defeat Outworld's champions in that sacred tournament. Or I guess to accept that a limited number of people would be killed on Earth, and both Earthrealm and Outworld could go on existing if Shang Tsung is so scared of the Scorpion bloodline, he refuses to do the potential 10th win tournament at all. Maybe they'll explain that in the next one, and then I'll explain it to you here. Or in the Netherworld. Worst case scenario. I mean, Scorpion looked great when he got back. I'll have what he's having. Anyway, New Line Cinema, if you're out there, call me, I've got ideas. Do you ever think about the original theme song, how much it emphasized test your might? That's an opportunity there. Test it how? That's not just fights, that's Mortal Olympics, a stirring sports drama. Make it happen.